sabi ento what am I say? It doesn't really make sense. Confused. It is among the whole club no player be about. Na player ni obi a or social media bebre or tia bontians in bebra. It's difficult for the panic to adapt. Rasmus Hojlund buy and conford didn't who associate or power Manchester United ne Magobridge and call for Adolfo Magobridge. Also no tabo or transfer or Madrid at you. And these people they omono bedim komo, you read social media, you read a lot of things. Over kind of bebre. Much of my so kind social media and your much be a boy. Man United drew that game or lost, so she go. I'm about to say he needed that goal more than any other thing. Actually, was have a patch with that particular post. And some pressure and if you have spontaneous expectation, it weighs on your shoulder. You can't perform. So only mentally tougher, you can't work it out. It takes only mentally tough players to work it out. So I believe so going to Napoli, a bit separated from a lot of noise. Ebe pushing because Osa Rasmus in 22 years or 23 Osa it will separate him from a lot of noise under a coach that can also help him and playing in a team where they are already established
system no so be favor no
system fancy na Obobo Kevin Ibrana wo wachi Obobo Anguissa wo wachi
me kwan me hwe no to say Hojlund say the profile Lukaku DNB.
Oh yes.
It be a hold up play, link up.
Yes. And the talents here will even help him looking at what Atlanta. What it but Manchester no so channel. Especially the global spectacle. You can be a very good player. But the global spectacle around Manchester United, no so one really a bit more floppy. Because you always want to please somebody. Oh please you no be so woofu. We are see we untimi please you be a man in ye. Okay. Fancy untimi nya de obi a akoma pe. There be nipa betown ye onkofo bebre omo wiase omo so fancy wonya de ye onkofo bebre ameme o wiase obi beka cho so wonya de me I don't even give it them I don't care
101.3
because you can never please any single body and I'm telling you this word say wiase obi a woni interested in am
obi see Leo Messi ni mbobo
we see Leo Messi ni mbobo
we see Ronaldo ni mbobo
ene wo de what you say you can never please anybody. That is a real say. So you do what you can do and you move on. And I believe Akurano or moving on to Manchester, Napoli. Meaning so didn't come. He wants assurances. You move on, and I believe he will have the spectacle to do whatever he wants to do best. Fancy. Then in Como around Rodrigo.
Rodrigo dene asania ba ezenia
because Elenke
and Como no mood
Elenke and the domino effect in terms of the wingers transfer issues. You see, Rodrigo Nkomo no. Me person me fan in two different ways. One, ambition. Two, career killing. One, ambition na me this uncommon in region say. Every single player in this world will want to play for Real Madrid and prove a point.
Yes.
Eriasimo has say no. I say wako school do baby. Definitely you get to a certain limit. O person will track where you o baby and o person will track school baby. Fancy. Yale Emma of scholarship no disrespect to Ken University any Ken University any pay say Harvard University ma scholarship any Ken University any pay you didn't mean to go a pass or beg our address university but I want to go to Yale I want to go to Princeton I want to go to Harvard be a Michigan Technical Institute and a Michigan Engineering Institute you want to go there in the food chain in this world I have DBH. So he wants to show a clear ambition of staying at a club like Real Madrid with royalty and prove himself to be a player obetimi abodiama club. For example, obetimi de Maguire. A dream may be Manchester United say Maguire nyade. Omakofa center backs for Flodio Maba. Maguire ko a dream may be kwanoma turn na ma West Ham awie. Maguire say there be Nebi mu dina tem oh Maguire crowd onim di oye oh Maguire crowd onim di oye ana Maguire beni Maguire ya safa na de naka 5 leadership group almost how much Shadrack Adey
the famous
and you look at Harry Maguire and Harry Maguire is always an inspiration. So from the ambition point of view you can turn in the direction of Rodrigo Kakra. na
obia so wasa
na Trevor Chalobah
one go so kolon coach now den kolon okay bra
Chalobah so omra Chalobah no yiri free you see so from ambitions no Rodrigo into your story be said Rodrigo management and say odo mo they are waiting for the right opportunity to prove themselves say they deserve to play for Real Madrid, which is perfectly right, correct, perfectly right. But fancy en koma me ni wudi ni besa ba career killing side and meba no because se me fa Harry Maguire mo de na me the rank and me the year comparative analysis based on the fact so much ambition of staying in these clubs are she clubs are no more pay ba ko West Ham ba ko Crystal Palace if Chelsea call West Ham if call Crystal Palace that means one hwene ya form na oko but o check Rodrigo de na Arsenal bon ho kakra Liverpool bo wa ho kakra and there's Tottenham Hotspur crowd and person me dey go to be a category be head the all there chiri banka big guns na betimi a live na page ne mu no ka be check Arsenal no wa check Liverpool but as a stance Liverpool ni Arsenal no and share anya concrete especially one Arsenal abore mo ko fa Eberechi ezi Arsenal kwa fa Eberechi ezi edenaba so the quality of Rodrigo is not a quality fancy he needs to be put on and we're proving himself time and time and again that he's a very important player for Real Madrid. Banda Xabi Alonso coach bi any player ope. This is me my catch say when the position now but no struggle to get into the setup. Fancy that is a big problem too. Me can say one here no so beti my career killing no. Because position now bono ho ana Vinicius ebo.
Ode yemfa say obai kra onya homo because even after Vinicius there is a certain Mbappe.
Yes.
So right hand side on so obona. You see started Brahim Diaz. Mastantuono never.
And then every single coach loves a left-footed player to play as a right winger. And your first now will be a righter as about 7. Will be a lefter as about 11. Now we cross the beam. Per how football is in terms of tactics and approach, coaches will prefer players who are left-footed to play as their right wingers. Fancy what they mention as no. Until Rodrigo style no say Franco Mastantuono and yes Mastantuono a good chain Rodrigo. Fancy I don't know Rodrigo proving who Real Madrid. Mastantuono nyam proving himself for Real Madrid. He is yet to even prove himself. Okay. What am I say? But when you are talking about profile, coach ni here balance. Profile odin komo profile ni na komo ni na dynamism up front, quality, blend, cohesion. Some community in Alabama, then you believe says our right-footed left winger. Definitely, he will love to have a left-footed right winger to complement. It's a ho Anna Brahim Diaz, a ho Anna the likes of Franco Mastantuono Munina Bebe.
To me,
but me no, if say club no, Liverpool, Arsenal, Rodrigo, very important for him to move because Liverpool can offer you what Real Madrid will offer you in England. Kodigapo nebo. And Isak na edin so mo sabeka. When you go to Liverpool, I believe Sir Rodrigo Betima fighting for position with the likes of Kodigapo and the quality he offers. But Arsenal Real Madrid national is also a clear sign of maybe ambition that he wants to prove himself in a long run and get something to win for Real Madrid. Arsenal Eberechi is the new reason your mama one expectations around Mikel Arteta. You see, fancy they be America same way say their expectations and their realities. The expectation around Arsenal because must spend almost 300 million pounds. Fancy, team can't chase all the way be this can Arsenal supporters. That be before them. But the reality is, I still insist that Arsenal cannot win the league over Manchester City.
Still Arsenal.
Still no.
Because it be more time links.
Time links. So they be to asheda. You be to asheda. But you are Mijina na Mijina. Because but the expectation around Arsenal, once I said there are two things: expectations and reality. Obi expectations in say baby adena Mikel Arteta ye die players ekuta Arsenal ye die e was so league one league wasa and the reality is enkofo na oni omo compete for league no still na wo de omo mienu to apapa treso so we still na City mo ani mu chen omo
wo me da say Mike
Francis.
Na BBI okay there.
Nyame ado BBI.
Well, so Facebook na me say almost strike but almost restore streaming. See live on Facebook you want to meet TV live and of course YouTube the ginam da them say YouTube no don say crowd on BBI na nipa na hotel no masa no a serious one. Ti abrebe wom. So YouTube on so you want to meet TV live. Inti no I don't know Mike yenkwe.
And the movie say question be obetime see so am.
Say obereti eberechi is a move no on a scale of 10 obereti ne say.
Ochina be sha atade be.
Minyan hu ye de ebe depend.
Obedi aduane be.
I don't know bisa.
Oh, be binti na bisa.
Okay. Means depend.
It means
nyame ya do mare pa betimi na me.
So ye me no ye mean na it and it means we cannot settle on what as Eberechi's future will be like in Arsenal and Ameboa. But we can predict, judging by circumstances prevailing and other factors, and Ameboa. Exactly. So in this case, I think the transfer to Arsenal, it has come full circle. A really amano. In the age, he's in the final stages of his career. He gets a big money move to his dream club. It couldn't have been better. It came at a point in time where your FA Cup winner, Community Shield winner, and in the entirety of English football, obi a boy Eberechi Ezaba so say, born a fade wa bomb na so any, and everybody agrees he's a quality footballer. He gives credence to a certain cultural and historical past of Arsenal. And then he gives credence to a certain Arsene Wenger style. And then he gives credence to the fact that he's someone Arsenal need for tactical reasons. To the cultural side will be what? When if Crystal Palace no ko Arsenal meboa. Nabrabo yina he's grown up, he's lived everywhere, everything in London. Typically from South London. Only different from Ian Wright. Ian Wright is a South Londoner. Again, Ian Wright so transfer bars now no on the late 20s more. Where on the late 20s more. They represent a certain cultural heritage. Arsenal have something about them. And there is even a book that has been written about it. Obiabeti me Google book when Black Arsenal Club Culture Identity.
Black Arsenal Club
Culture and Identity. Okay. It was edited by Clive Chijoke Nwonka and Matthew Hall. I'm gonna put this book together, making sure say it is readable as it is now in this current version. So club newo a year abakwesembi, it links to that. It is not just Ian Wright in the free South London or yeah black who joining Arsenal, but he's seen as a pioneer because of body him. Eberechi is following in that footstep. But you also not have to forget someone like Bukayo Saka. Arsenal no Africa for world do the club Nepal, especially Nigerians, as if in Nigeria. There is a certain massive Arsenal support. Whether Nigerians in the diaspora or Nigerians back at home, Lagos, Abuja, and everywhere. A club omunya dokes ye de man. And a doni peja kosro, especially at the point in time when Nwankwo Kanu and so joining Bobo Kuno. So it is a club that is known to associate with black footballers. There is Patrick Vieira, there is Thierry Henry. These are seen as true and true legends of the club. You can also look at Saul Campbell, who played for the club at a point in time. Laurent Etami Maya. A lot of names have passed through the Arsenal ranks and they are of black origin. Whether see a Womo Abrochio and Omu Free Africa Hanom de Koi. So Arsenal stepping onto the market to invest again in another black. And this summer alone, they've spent in excess of £100 million on black if Eberechi as a deal is confirmed. Noni Madueke. And then in comes Eberechi as a club culture. You can't deny that. That is their identity. They have a certain portrayal for that. Again, the cultural threat anyway, almost every black who played for Arsenal is somehow recognized by the club in a certain context. Maybe the last black who played for them are when they all pay or muja no kwanya na omo feels enye maybe it would have to be Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Again, he does not have cultural ties to southern London. He's an outsider who came on. When he a London boy, like born and bred.
Yes.
Where story, is very interesting. Now, Nancy, I'm on phone who picture be no a inhaler. No, I'm say asthmatic and accident. There's a boy who has actually struggled. As any boy no bono. He's a late bloomer. You can't late bloomer. Omo be real growner. Omo bonne ban.
To me.
Release Obianim story where we do internet. So released by Arsenal at the age of 13. Then Okonina Millwall Crystal Queen's Park Rangers and son of Crystal Palace Mabe de Obe. Odim Jerome Opoku. Ne papa. He actually had to train this boy among working around to get a club for him. To the first professional contract, Jerome Opoku papa, and I'm working out for him. Wabrepa, Opobia Wafabrim. This boy is one, but what being so? School need your koi. Born in ye na NCC, so no. He made sure he achieved academic excellence to obeying home. Then when the time came, the football also has set on. Nti obi say Jerome Opoku ne papa on vani ndi agro. There are conversations we've had about this boy Dinketia. A neighborhood, a black settlers ne dos
Yes.
in Ghana for Mabebo Manchia, Malawi for South Africa for, but omo dos woman in Nigeria for no. To omo man in the PA. Obi say Michael Olise. Exactly. So from that origin, and he's a chess master. Obi or to chess biano, your fan is a wajum do. Onone Michael Olise, they are chess masters. When I think this year he won a chess competition. Exactly, we need 20,000 there. So he's a Nigerian boy, but he received Ghanaian love to ensure that in the football career and it's a wonderful story. That is a cultural side and everything. Didn't you make us or Arsene Wenger signing? No, every years and the position Kesianga side. What is his best position?
Left wing or no?
He's not a winger.
10.
He's not a 10. He's a hybrid. Or to me ball wings or to me ball as a 10 or cutty in. Exactly. A typical of Arsene Wenger style of players. Okay, Thomas Rosicky.
Rosicky, yeah.
Andre Arshavin. Alexander Hleb. I feel who follow trend, exactly. So he's a typical Arsene Wenger-esque signing. Quite ben Arteta be you know. Yempe tactical rigidity. Nebohak, ye say. This boy, we know.
To me.
Oh yeah, the say you cage him. The Oliver Glasner used to know, and yeah, when Oliver Glasner gave freedom of movement, mobility to Olise, Eze, and Mateta. And that is why I trust in the genius of Glasner. The Oya or Palace, or yeah, the same thing with Frankfurt.
Yeah.
Or the pushy club no more movie here, and then or the pushy players momu pejaba asro. No be Mr. Mario Goza Oko. But Glasner brought him up. His name was being mentioned again when they won the Europa League. Omuyi Barcelona Freeman route to it. Oba Palace, check. Almost every Palace player has improved and added value. As a no but no end product. But who scored the FA Cup winner? It was a Berechi as a Wembley. Again, Obaye, Michael Olise Pejaya man the numbers ni be improve here. Chelsea were looking for him, Bayern were looking for him. Eventually, Bayern no, the progression and in development, it has been emphasized. The goals and contributions he gave in terms of assist, it showed double figures for Bayern Munich. And Oliver Glasner, he was untapped. Mateta, ni esrene sa ko nimbopo. Na player be na Crystal Palace for Akofe. Na bagidi where they was. But look at him now. Playing desiriously. And then a better cheese. Okay, so omo train no, omo order that into omo team nature. Check his mile as well. Yet never replace Michael Olise. When he came, what is he doing? Excellent. So it is the genius of Oliver Glasner, and I want Arteta to tap into it. Arteta trace or yeah, he's tapped or he's untapped. Bukayo Saka, ye hu de oye. Anameboa. He will need to do same for Eberechi Eze, but we are different. This one loves freedom. Maybe Saka will love more of coaching, but when he loves freedom, you soon year Arsenal benya some faso. But then again, I am wondering. You have Noni Madueke, you have Eberechi Eze, and you have Bukayo Saka. Your World Cup, your season where I call World Cup. So 2026 will be a World Cup year. These are 3 attacking players on Moboma England. Obia Bepe starting spot and then more minute. Saka will want more minute. Eze will want more minute. Then again, Madueke will want more minute. Etinanka Weno, Mimi feel say Koko space na nkebeboano. But then again, preferences. He has an unwritten story about us now to fulfill. Hono free Ejana Kwine. He's come back with a point to prove. To also one the destiny part or one Kwine. And I only hope and pray that things will work well for him. Adia bako epra endininya. Yariye endininya. And then he will have a coach who understands him and wants to use him according to his strength. And you move bia na yenshra. Lukaku thought he had arrived. So it was the best time to return to Chelsea to prove a point. It clashed and eventually there was an issue between him and Thomas Tuchel. So at times I'm say ochina obesha atade ben. Yenim ochina.
True.
But now if we are talking about Eberechi Eze to Arsenal, he has come full circle with charm and Nessie, and it is beautiful. And one, I just hope and pray things will work for Eberechi Eze. Na bibi etimi akoni.
There's a freedom as man walking. So if say Arteta cries on the left, Ebia Martinelli, I don't believe over bencheno. So number 10
Martinelli onyadi on to
Would they say Martinelli no?
Omon fan man you cast.
So starting
Martinelli no omenya komonton ma.
Say £80 million and over ban from Saudi.
Yeah, omonton.
So or started from the left because many shows Arteta was bench Ebia Odegaard as a 10. No a ball.
When Eze can give you numbers.
So on the left, no pedestrian so be no back team or be ban fin
Arsenal team no. There were a lot of players aesthetically they play football that will excite you. But
when
end product no form where player was in anymore he guarantees you numbers Bukayo Saka. Odegaard does not guarantee you numbers. CCA baby Arsenal Edruno and your ball FM. They will need players who are productive. And your first time Omuyiska top player, Eze is going for more than £60 million. And I'm
a drew 68.
Good.
Can be a bomber.
Can I have some more to say? Good. Jesus no moko fan Gabriel Jesus. And Zinchenko okofo mobile no. Omo design okofo mobile. Arsenal have made big money moves to be game changers. In various seasons, and your first time there have been seasons Arsenal have invested. Say you're the player away, but Obabe the game changer. Havertz couldn't. Gabriel Jesus couldn't. Injuries not permitting. Zinchenko and they be more. They were seen as a positive influence in our dressing room because they are coming with a certain winners mentality. No more we need be Manchester City and the side here. Omo fra dressing room now. Omo the same yes win beba. Intimi anye juma. Arteta has tried every trick he knows. And to me, this move looks more like a Hugo Viana signing. That Hugo Viana Andrea Beta signing than a Mikel Arteta signing.
Because Arsenal they can't convince you woman cry.
So it looks like Arteta is now willing to embrace different perspectives and how he can play to get results. Odegaard obe pia ball no fire nice movement. It is about the end product in the end. So I think this time around Arteta must get it right. You can't make massive attacking investment. Once a day, maybe and I can on Facebook Live and so say Arsenal cannot go big for Victor Gyökeres, who is also 27 and counting, and not getting players who will bring the best out of him. Saka is okay, but Martinelli won't bring the best out of Gyökeres. I said this on the Facebook Live. I think it was on Monday.
Okay.
No, Monday, no. Yes, and Namsa Kwina also. One way of unlocking Gyökeres is to get ball playing playmakers. Players are more free ball, more slow ball. Martinelli near Bobo on it no deal Mika. He is direct. But again, in terms of how to pick a pass, technical intelligence anyway, no. Our from Kakrama me, Saka is okay.